What up guys, it is X-Brownie here, and today we've got Dual Wheel Wednesday episode 3, and today we are on the map that is Hardhat, a bit of free-for-all as usual, and we are using the dual USPs, which many of you asked for in the comment section of last week's video, and I thought, you know what, I may as well go for it. I have to say right now that probably they are the worst dual-wield weapon, but I'll go into that a bit later why. But I got this gameplay a few days back, and to be honest, I was struggling with them because I wasn't. A lot of the one-on-one encounters, I wasn't winning, which it's sort of the point of using secondaries dual-wield, because you win those one-on-one encounters, but with these weapons, you sort of had to sneak up on them because they were such a weak weapon to use. They are decent, I mean, as most weapons are in the game, but you know, if you're playing against a semi-decent player 1v1, just coming up to them, they're pretty much going to kill you. But as you can see, I'm actually going on a quite good streak at the start. I do go on quite a good streak here, and in the middle though it does slow down a bit, so I do have to speed up the thing, just because, you know, I was getting a bit stuck because the weapons aren't very good at long range, so I have to stay to close range areas. For some reason the action wasn't coming to me, so I had to speed that up, but at the end it really does kick off, and it really is some enjoyable gameplay. So one thing that makes these weapons not as good as the other dual wield secondaries is, first of all, they are single fire, just like any pistol, but the problem is, if it was single fire you'd expect them to be higher damage, but compared to every other pistol secondary they are the weakest. They probably have the slowest rate of fire, like I've been trying out the 5.7, and compared to that, and that is just annoying, dead man's hand ruining my kill streak there, but 5.7 compared to this, you've got faster rate of fire, it's got higher damage, and it's basically the exact same weapon, but all of that, I can't see why anyone would use the USP. I mean, unless you haven't locked any other secondaries, which doesn't happen, as you have the FMG9 when you start, so you'd probably use that. And then I'd probably say use the MP9, and then when you get the Magnum, probably switch to that. But you know, all of them are pretty decent, but the USP, it's not. So if you're going to use any secondary, probably don't use this. So the kill streaks I was using, they are 357, standard UAV, Predator, and Helicopter. And this is where I do speed up in this section here. Get a few deaths. It's quite annoying because a lot of them were quite cheap, but you know, what can I say? So anyway, 357 to get just get a bit of support from the attack helicopter and pred, because it's quite hard when people are running around with SMGs trying to keep up with them. As you can see here, I'm actually I'm on the same point. No, I'm behind at this moment, and you'll actually see me. I get quite behind, but the ending really does sort of catch up to in a very quick manner. It's a really nice turn of events, so hopefully enjoy that. But anyway, also what I wanted to talk about is what prestige I'm actually going to go up to on Modern Warfare 3. Now, many people have been saying, you know, I might stay at this prestige, and you know, I might try and get all the gold, well, not all the gold gun, but you know, try and get all the gold camos for the weapons you use, and you know, you always have all the attachments if you don't prestige, so that's always like another advantage of it. But I think at this stage of the game's release, you know, you want to keep the game interesting, so surely you're going to want to be prestiging every opportunity you can, really, because say if you stop prestiging now, say if you're on prestige 2 level 80, which I'm around about now, I think I'm a bit lower than that, but say if you stop there, I'm going to get to level 80, say in the next week. What's the point of doing that? Because I'm going to be playing it for pretty much the next few weeks, and I'll probably revisit it later in the year, because you know, it's one of those games you do come back to, and you know, the next Call of Duty game, of course, whenever that comes out, the weeks before and the months before, you know, you're going to be whipping out this game and playing it, and hopefully this game doesn't seem to have a lot of game breaking things like Modern Warfare 2. Like sometimes, you know, you just go on that and you think, what am I doing here with all these noob tubes and stuff flying about? You know, as soon as you get air spawn, you know, it ruins it. And Black Ops, you know, it was a bit boring, so you're not going to return to that. But this game, you know, it's pretty all-rounded, to be honest. You can snipe, you can play normally. It's a gameplay and sniping game. And that's probably what Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops combined, really. One thing I sort of wanted a bit more was, it was sort of a step back, in my opinion. Black Ops had a lot of in-game stats, and Call of Duty Elite seems to have replaced that out of the game, but a lot of people aren't going to get into that, so, and it's not as easy as accessible, so you know, it's not going to be as good in my opinion to Black Ops in the stats aspect, but the gameplay is definitely better, and just the general maps as well, much smaller. Generally liking the maps, to be honest, at the moment. Might do another big video on that, talking about my favourite maps. I did go into a small detail last video, but it's quite a big thing. So anyway, guys, it's coming to the end, and this is sort of the bit that I have quite a bit of a run here, because I'm still behind the person. I think I'm on 1,200, down 1,400. And I do actually win it, so just watch this and enjoy. But anyway, I'm just going to ask you now, what gun do you want me to use next week? Now, I've actually been close on a few attempts. When I got bored of using USBs, I whipped out the normal secondaries with, you know, the submachine gun, not the submachine gun, the automatic secondaries, and I've been using them. And I actually got an 18 kill streak the other day with the Scorpions, and that was actually pretty close to a MOBA in my opinion, considering that's only an extra 7 kills. I was using 357 as well. It wasn't 18 kill streak with the kill streaks, it was actually 18 gun streak, because I checked it out at the end of the game, because I watched the gameplay of it. So that was pretty decent, and I'm thinking I might actually go for miles with the secondaries, because that'll be a pretty good thing to do. And hopefully you enjoyed this episode anyway, guys, and I'll see you next week. And don't forget to drop a like if you like this episode, put a comment in what gun you want me to use next week. So anyway, guys, it's been X Brownie, and I'll see you next time.